Hey everyone. So I thought tonight that I would do a video discussing what I'm doing to increase my Paragon because right now where I'm at in terms of my greater rift progression, I think I have most of the items that I need, um, close to best in slot if not best in slot. May not be absolutely perfect rolls on these items, but I think I'm at the point where progression is a matter of doing increases on these legendary gems, getting these ranks up as high as I can go, as well as working on the Caldeson's Despair. As you see, I got Vitality here. You're probably wondering, why did you do that? I just had some crazy ideas about Vitality, Iron Chest, and how that increases spikes, but I've decided to go back to using Strength. So anyway, what I thought about is these pool reflections give you a bonus to the experience you gain. And what I found is that better than experience gear, because you can't take experience gear into higher or greater rifts and expect to survive, because when you get experience on an item, you usually have to sacrifice something else. So experience is only good for like Torment 10 farming experience. And Greater Rift probably is the very best experience that you're going to get, completing successfully. And these pool reflection help to increase this. So I'm going to click on this. And now you see my bonus pool was like 3.6 billion. Now it's up to 7 billion. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into a Greater Rift and see if I can complete it. So where I left off is I've done Greater Rift 78. I'm working my way to 80, but I'm finding I'm having a little bit of a hard time getting getting up to the 80. It's taking a little longer than I thought. I think a lot of it has to do partially with the items that I'm using and partially with my approach to play. So I think I need to work on playing better, and then that will give me everything I need to get the progression I should be getting. I see other players with my Paragon level who are into the 80s already, so that makes me think that I'm not doing this approach. I'm not approaching it correctly. So what we're going to do is, instead of like doing the last Greater Rift we did, now 78 is where I left off. 79, I'm having a problem getting to 79. I could do 75. Usually when I hit a Greater Rift ceiling, what I'll do is I'll take a step back like 3 levels, Greater Rift levels, and start farming that, because there's a lot of experience. And a big part of that experience is, you know, going away, completing successfully. But doing this at 75, I still will experience some deaths. So what I've been thinking about is taking it down to 70, because I'm pretty sure I can do that. Yes, it's less experience, but that's okay. Because if you read this tooltip, I'm going to read the last line. This effect is lost if you die. So this is what's going to cancel out the benefit we have from using pools of reflection. And you're going to get 1 or 2 pools of reflection when you're doing your regular rifting to get your rift keys for the greater rifts, or when you're out doing bounties or something else. You won't find them in the greater rift themselves. So every time you see one, you got to click on it, and it adds to your bonus pool. I don't know if there's a limit to how far up it can go. So I'm going to do 70. I should be able to survive this. If I don't, then yeah, I'm a complete and total noob. Instead of just being a noob, I'd be a total noob. Do I want to do that? Ah, what the hell. Alright, let's get in there. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to focus. Ooh. Best floor. All my progression happens in areas like this. These are the best ones. I might find that perhaps if I went 5 levels down instead of like I've gone down 8 levels here to do this, because I want to be ultra careful. I want to make sure that I'm able to show you what I'm doing, and that's done by successfully doing it. And if I can't successfully do it every time 3 levels below where my max level Greater Rift is, then I need to back it off a little bit, because that's not helping me. And man, there's a long way to go. There's a lot of a lot of Paragon points that I gotta farm up if I wanna start to like get in the top 1,000. I'm not that far off from it actually. Yep, this is going well. I probably could take this up a couple of Greater Rifts. Wait a second, I think I just said that, didn't I? Sorry. Just look at that, I could just stand on top of this stuff and take very little damage. So yeah. Come on. Die already. Man, those 1% take the longest. I don't know why in the world they do. Yeah, I know I said I wasn't going to talk, but yeah, okay. I'll talk. If I fail, then I'll yell at myself, and you can yell at me too, because I'm supposed to be focusing and showing you something, because you want to learn something. That's why you're here. You're here to get, you know, tips, tricks, entertainment, something funny, something that interests you. I'm thinking maybe at the end of the month I might do like a channel update kind of video to talk about what I'm thinking going on in the next month. Seems to be a popular thing a lot of YouTubers do. Kind of talk where you've been and where you're planning on going. I know that PTR is running right now, getting ready to starting work on testing the next season patch. I think it's season 6 coming out. I think they've been, I don't know, a couple weeks into it now. I'm not sure exactly how long or how long it'll take them to finish doing all their testing. But after doing this, and the fact that Blizzard plans on giving us, I mean, last season they started in season 5. I think it was season 5. Maybe it was the season before, but I think season 5 is when Blizzard decided that all the new items and the changes to all the gear that we like to use was going to be shared with non-seasonal characters as well. So you didn't have to have a seasonal character in order to get all the new cool toys to play with and everything. And after spending this, you know, oh, don't you, jeez, I hate that freaking lag. That was kind of close. But anyway, is after doing this season and realizing, in case you didn't know, at the end of the season, when they roll your characters in with your season characters and with your non-season characters, all the experience from the rifts, or I mean all the Paragon you've been getting and experience, should I just not say Paragon, but your experience that you've gained, whether your character is Paragon level 800 and your seasonal character is Paragon level 300, whatever experience you gained gets rolled into your non-seasonal, from what I saw. Because I was like, at first when season 5 began, I was looking at my my non-seasonal characters, and I was like, wow, they all have like almost 200 more points worth of Paragon. It was like 150 or something like that. And that's when I realized that, you know, Blizzard's, you know, going to do us a huge favor. You know, we spent all this time working on seasonal. You know, we didn't get to work on our non-seasonal. We didn't get those those experience points for them. So those carry over, and it's additional. You add on top of it, which is great, which is wonderful. So my thought is a lot of the gamers, the guys who are professionals, or if you want to consider it professional, the people who are just committed to it. Maybe they're not like professional gamers, they don't make money, but they're really committed to it, they love it, this is their hobby. You know, I have other hobbies. I love painting. It's a funny, well, not a funny story, but a true story, is I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in painting. And it didn't work out the way I was hoping it to. I ended up being a web developer, but that's okay. I enjoy painting still. And I even think about maybe I do some videos on painting and such like that, ideas. Oh, oh, I got a proc. I got a proc. Oh, that was close. So, oh, where was I? Shoot. Oh, I guess it wasn't important if I can't remember it. Alright, we're going to get this guy up here. There we go. Oh, I think what I was trying to say is the new season, I expect that my non-seasonal characters are about 822. This guy's 886. Maybe be around 900 perhaps. And what I would do is well, go with doing non-seasonal, because I still get to use all the cool stuff. Still get to play with all the new items. You know, let the guys who are hardcore. Okay, yeah, I remember where I was going with it. Let the guys who are hardcore go do, you know, the new seasonal stuff. And then people like me, I could just work on the non-seasonal stuff. Gives me kind of a chance that I might catch up to, you know, whoever's on, you know, the top 1,000 or whatever. I just think that might be, it makes the game more interesting if you have something to shoot for. Some people don't care about it. I do kinda. So what we got was about 13 billion experience, and it was 13 billion on the previous Paragon level, and then this one has got 4 billion, so that's 17 billion. But this is significantly more the higher level you are when you do your greater rift. So if I did this where I was at, which was 75, I'm going to guess that this thing would be you know, would be the equivalent of a full bar. And okay, anyway, this is taken 14 minutes. You can try it out yourself. It's just make sure, you know, fill up your bar, get as many of these pools of reflection as you can. Do greater rifts, do them at the level that you know that you're not going to die. And I think you'll see that this is probably the best way to get those Paragon points up, because right now that's, if I want to go higher and greater rifts, I have to get that Paragon. I have to keep going up higher and higher. Alright, that's it. Later, dudes.